Hello Guardians, I am back from Dev 1. Welcome to Season of the Witch, and let's check out what we've been doing this season.
Listen up, glitter bums. This is First Ghost and Maru talking. You're still trying to get through the witness's portal, huh? That ain't a door you can just kick open. You even asked some leftover worm for answers. Too bad she led you right to us. Now you need help from the one witch nobody can trust. My boss, Savathun. Even though she's temporarily dead, she left instructions for this very situation. As usual, you maggots are 3 steps behind. Savathun will help you on one condition. First, deal with her sister, Wrath. She's the hive god of war and the witness's best general. It's a win-win, see? Don't look so sour. You've already got everything you need. I suggest you start with a witch of your own.
So when you jump in, it'll drop you into a new mission, The Way of the Witch, where you'll be working with Eris Morn and Maru, Savathun's ghost. As you progress through the Spire for the first time, you'll start to have to learn some of the mechanics. You'll see void crystals like this where you won't be able to damage them through the shield, so just step in the shield and break the crystal by shooting it or punching it. When you get further into the Spire, you'll come across solar crystals, which you'll have to pick up and place in different altars. And if you don't make it to the altar quickly enough, the solar crystal will burn you to death. And you'll come across the final type of crystal, arc crystals, which you have to punch. And then you'll see other crystals with a hand diamond icon attached to them. The crystal line charge on your left side of your screen shows how long you'll be charged, where you have to hit the other crystals to charge them. Upon completing the first mission, you'll be on step 2 of the Toil and Trouble seasonal quest, where you'll need to run the Savathun Spire. Savathun Spire is the new 3-person activity that you can either go in with the fire team or be match-made with other players. You also see a variety of modifiers on the left side of the screen. For example, when recording this, I've got arc threat. Incoming arc damage is increased by 25%. Solar surge, 25% to outgoing solar damage, and solar strand surge, outgoing strand damage, is increased by 25%. Just like in the first mission, you'll have solar, void, and arc crystals you have to deal with. In this room, as you progress through slaying enemies, you'll have to capture plates. Kill Hive Guardians, which will in turn kick out relics, which you might remember from Season of the Haunted. You can use the relics, use the heavy slam, send out a wave of fire, and use the light attack for projectiles. After you progress, you'll see 3 patterns here. Call them whatever you want, X plus S. And you'll have to find the corresponding pattern over a door. As you progress through, make sure you memorize the pattern because you'll have to find it again. You'll have to find it a 3rd time for the final gold mirror to pass through. And this will take you to the final room. After you pass through the gold mirror, you'll be in the boss encounter where the boss will have a variety of copies spaced throughout the room, and only one enemy is the actual boss. After you pass through half the boss's health, you'll have to figure out which one is real again by destroying his copies and getting out a variety of that. And drop his shield, you'll have to collect the plates again. And once the boss is dead, you can collect your loot to finish it off. This will also be the place where, if you have Witch's Keys, you can spend them to unlock bonus rewards.
Xivu Arath draws strength from our conflict. She believes her logic absolute. I will grasp it and contravene its power. There is no other way.
Will you come back from this?
Does it matter if I do? What I am has served me, and has served humanity.
Baka, Zita, Sel. This is what Savathun wants.
We serve our interests, not Savathun's.
She's outmaneuvered you again. You need me!
We need your silence. Do not be afraid. Bear witness to my sublimation. I separate the true from the dead. I am the many-mouthed hunger. I am the knife-edged truth. I devour the free. I conspire with my vengeance. I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist. Hayat! Hayat! Hayat!
After the cutscene, you can come here. You'll be launched into the helm, and we can go check out the new seasonal area.
Guardian, though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Erismorn, given not to the deep, but to vengeance. The Hive have taken much from me. By naming the worms, I have taken from them, and I must take from you. The splinter of Hiveworm rests in your staff. It is enough to bind us and mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the Hive, your conquests strengthen me. You must tithe mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Xivu Arath. She draws power from all conflict. She is the blade breaker, war, drinker, conqueror, immortal. Hayat, drown her in blood. Add your voice to the chorus of violence. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
After listening to Eris and continuing the quest, you'll come over here to the Lecturn of Divination, which this is one of the pieces you'll have to interact with to get the cards in your deck. They'll explain in a bit. So in the Lecturn, you'll have both major and minor Arcana cards. Your major cards that you get from running Spire and Altars of Summoning, they'll have pretty basic quests attached to them. After they drop, you'll have to come here and make sure you click on them twice. Once to collect the card, another to collect the quest, which the quests will go into your quest tabs. You just tap the quest on the side here to pull them up. I don't have them because I've already completed them. That they'll show up in this area. that they're pretty simple. Everything from spending a witch key in Spire or altar summoning, going to the moon and completing rounds of altars of sorrow, and getting sword kills or other bladed weapon kills in seasonal activities. So the minor Arcana cards will basically drop from anywhere in the game. I mostly get them from playlist activities, and they can be anything from getting a guaranteed deep sight weapon, so I'll show you where you can do that, to getting a variety of materials from enhancement prisms to witches keys, exotic engrams, and witches engrams for seasonal gear. See, I've also got an opaque card here, make sure you collect it. And this one gave me an enhancement core. Actually gave me 20 enhancement cores. For the final step of Toil and Trouble, visit the ritual table in the Athenaeum, which is directly across from the Lecturn of Divination. You come over here, and this is where you'll come for all your seasonal rewards. So you also want to make sure you pick up the Bladed Path seasonal quest before going on to the next mission, because if you are able to start the Invoke mission, there was a bug, I'm not sure if it's fixed at this time, that would halt quest progression. Along with the rewards that you can get from picking up cards, is you unlock major Arcana cards, you also unlock daily bounties, that upon completing them will give you reputation for the ritual table to progress through your seasonal ranks. You'll also see in the top right here the amount of witches engrams you have. I'm not spending these because if you want to focus into a weapon, right now I don't have the ability to guarantee a deep sight, but I'm saving the engrams because it costs 4 witches engrams to focus a weapon or 2 engrams to focus a piece of gear. For the next step, we'll be kicking off the Bladed Path, which you will have to go into the helm map, and you'll see the mission Invoke on the right side here. So in the Invoke mission, you'll be starting off the other seasonal activity for your first run of Altar Summoning. To kick it off, this area in the middle here, you'll come to one of these glowing spots and begin the Ritual of Induction. Throughout the Altars of Summoning, you'll find different mechanics, such as this one. You need to kill Hive Wizards to gain tribute. Once you have 3 pieces of Burden of Tribute, you'll see on the left-hand side, you need to come to the spire that is on fire like this to deposit them. And doing so will drop the boss's shield again so you can damage him. Another mechanic you'll run into in the Vex encounter in Altars of Summoning is when you damage the Vex enough, he will pop up this cube that will shield him. And sometimes there can be multiple cubes. After you break the shield, you'll be able to damage the boss again. Upon killing one of the Vex bosses, another will spawn. And killing that boss will cause the third one to come up. In this final boss fight, you'll find the Arc Crystal is back, where you have to punch the one in the center, and then run around the room and punch the crystals on the outside.
It's hard not to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual of her own devising. She was audacious. And she was right. We had to accept Savathun's bargain. We must pursue the witness at any cost. But I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She remains herself. I recognize Eris when I look into her eyes. She wears her new form like a suit of armor, but she speaks of whispers calling to her from the deep, and I have no assurance she can resist them forever. You must embrace the Hive rituals as she did. Offer your tithes so that she may gain the power she desires. And quickly. Commit yourself to her guardian. I believe it is in everyone's best interest to keep her metamorphosis as brief as possible.
Hive magic reveals itself in precise shapes. They follow the same lines and the same means. And yet our rituals still hold many secrets. Cards have scattered in the wake of your oblations. Our bond made manifest. I call them the Deck of Whispers. And they do whisper. Each of their ideograms appears to carry the weight of symbolism. Do not fault them for the forms they take. They are reflections of the real, and as opaque as the natures of their referent. We will interpret their configurations, divine their use. They may hold many meanings, alone and in conversation. As with all hive magic, they ask us to separate the true from the dead. We will do so.
Upon completing the Bladed Path quest for the week, you're done with the story content for the week, but you can keep running Altars of Summoning, which you can now launch from the bottom of the helm map. You can also see on the left side here, you'll have different modifiers from Scorched Earth, Attrition, Power Level Disabled, set at a fixed level, and Galvanize at the point of recording this. It's very similar to the Invoke mission, but I'll launch it in and I'll show you what the difference is. Okay, same as the Invoke mission, you'll have to start the Ritual of Induction to kick off Altars of Summoning, and then you'll see another waypoint that'll send you to a plate, one of the 3 areas, and you'll find 3 pedestals, one for make a powerful offering, make a robust offering, or make a feeble offering, which corresponds with feeble offerings, powerful offerings, and robust offerings, that depending upon the one you deposit, feeble for tier 1, powerful for tier 3, and robust for tier 2s, this currency will drop from any activity you play. After filling up the neon blue bar on the left side by completing multiple encounters, Eris will finally show up just like that and drop a chest for you to complete your loot. At this point, you can go back to the center, kick it off again, and as long as you have offerings, you can keep running this activity as long as you want. Each time you successfully complete an encounter, it'll fill up the blue bar a little bit more, and once it's complete again, you'll get another chest. After running enough Spire of Savathuns and Altars of Summoning, you can come back here to the Lecturn table and you've gotten all 5 of these cards and their associated quests completed. Now it's time to actually start building your decks. So you can see on the opposite wall of the Lecturn and the Ritual table, you'll see 5 glowing cards. When you come up to them, you're going to hold down your reload button to add the card to your deck. Just make sure that the fire is underneath the card so that you know you have it selected for your deck. At this point, there's only 5 cards we can earn now. We'll have to wait and see if there are consecutive cards we'll be earning in the following weeks. And there you have it. It's a basic overview of what you can do in Season of the Witch. So hopefully this has helped you. Thanks for all the support lately on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Twitter. Greatly appreciate it. If you're not already following or sub to me, follow, sub, like, wherever you're watching. Yeah, greatly appreciate the support, everyone. Have a great day and have fun gaming.